Hi, good evening. This is Chinmoy Sahar calling from Global Migration Solution. Global Migration Solution is one of the leading education and immigration consultancy firm located in Dhaka, Bangladesh. So today, actually, from the Zoom session, actually, we'd like to draw the attention of the most potential students who are dreaming to study abroad, especially in Malaysia. And we are very lucky that today we have arranged a special university, that is SEGI University, which is one of the most prominent university in Malaysia. And and we are very lucky to have Mr. Faisal bin Nordic actually in the Zoom session. Who will be presenting the SEGI University in front of the Zoom session, and he will deliver the message for the potential student in Bangladesh. Let me introduce Mr. Faisal. He's in charge of the international marketing department in SEGI University Subang Jaya campus. So welcome, Mr. Faisal. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm very good this afternoon. I'm glad you invite me to this session. Okay, we welcome. Actually, Global Migration Solutions is our trusted agent in Bangladesh. Okay, Mr. Chimesha is a very trusted agent that we can dealing with so far. I think I'm very glad for that.
Thank you very much for the good words, and I would like to welcome you in the Zoom session, and I would like to thank you very much for arranging some of your time from your busy schedule. Actually, as you have got interested actually to provide some information regarding to the Bangladeshi students. So thank you very much for coming and joining. So in Bangladesh, most of the people dream to study abroad, and when they think of like Asian countries, the first country that pops up in front of the student, that is Malaysia. So I would like to request you to tell something like why students should study in Malaysia and why especially at SEGI University. So can you please tell me something regarding these particular questions?
Sure, brother. Before that, we proceed more further question. Let me introduce myself. My name is Faisal, and we start with a slide presentation. We introducing all the information for your slide presentation, which is you can get more information about SEGI, what program that we can offer, and so on. So with the introductions about SEGI universities and colleges. As you know that we are listed the main board Bursa Malaysia, which is we are capital stock exchange in Malaysia. And again, SEGI universities and colleges, we do have degree certificate awarded by the partner universities in UK, Australia, and US. And again, for your information, we are founded in 1977. We are the oldest and the largest private universities in Malaysia. We are in the 43 years in education industry. So we are very trusted universities, and then
very old.
Yeah. We are, and then also the qualification, okay, are recognized worldwide. So no doubt all the student graduate with us and so on, they will quickly hired by the companies. Okay, and again, we do have a student population close about 40,500 at the moment, and then we do have close about 15,500 international students, including the Bangladeshi student that we have currently. In under cooperation with us, we do have more than 2,000 companies attached with us for the industry training. So this is how students can get access for the industry job placement after the student graduates. So this is most important. At the moment, we do have 5 campuses in Malaysia. Okay, you can see that this is the campuses that we have in Malaysia. Main campus in SEGI University, which is located in Kota Damansara, and followed by the SEGI College Subang Jaya campus. Okay, and also we do have clinical campus in Sibus, which is for the medical program. And also we do have SEGI College Kuala Lumpur, we do have SEGI College Penang, and we do have SEGI College Sarawak campus. So for those students wanted to study with us, they can choose which campus are their preferred, and also depending on the student program applied. Okay.
Sorry for the interruption. So, yeah. Have you just said like, you are running a separate campus for the medical student?
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fantastic. Yes.
Yeah, we have our own clinical and hospital for the medical students. She's 2 years in SEGI University's campus. Then in the third year, another 3 years, we transfer to the hospital and clinical campus that we have in Sibu Sarawak. So this is the arrangement for the medical students. Okay.
So you were saying that the student usually study for a certain period of time in the medical university, and after that they get the privilege to get the hands-on training in different hospitals in
Correct.
Malaysia, right?
Correctly.
Oh, that's a very amazing experience. Trust me, because like even in Bangladesh, the medical subject is very expensive, and if the student gets the opportunity like to study at SEGI University, especially the medical institution, and can get the qualification and the physical experience from the hospitals, so definitely they will learn very well.
Correct.
It's good. It's good. It's really good. Okay, so continue, please.
Okay, now you will receive a lot of question why your student need to study in Malaysia instead.
Yes, very common question.
This is common question, but the main factors is for Bangladeshi students or Southeast Asia students wanted to study in Malaysia, which is then they need to think a few factors. Okay, as you see that Malaysia and Bangladesh is geographically located in South Asia's peaceful countries, which is easily accessible by low-cost carriers such as Asia, Malindo. The flight slightly cheaper compared than the student need to go to UK. Okay, and then the travel expenses also slightly cheap. Okay, compared to US and so on. And again, we have a similarity in culture, food, weather. Okay, and also the most important, when your students study in SEGI universities or SEGI college, they will obtain UK degree certificate. So this is the most important, whereby the student can save a lot of money. We call that cost effective. Okay, they study with SEGI 3 years program, they will get UK certificate. Rather they can go to UK directly, which is they need to spend more than that. Yes. And again, the globally recognized program. When they graduate, the certificate they can use in the other countries to continue their master or PhD level. So this is most important.
Yes, just let me add one thing. Like the student who have completed their graduation or post-graduation from Malaysia, trust me, they are coming back in Bangladesh and they are working in the multinational companies at this moment. So even though the multinational companies in Bangladesh, they are giving high priority to the students who are getting their degrees from Malaysia. So I think that it's a very good opportunity for the upcoming student, because Malaysia is offering cheap education in compared to the USA. In compared to the education expenses of USA, Canada, and Australia. So
exactly.
And Malaysia is also offering dual degree programs. So that's another opportunity to study in Malaysia and to get the certificates from UK. So that's really an inspiring thing for the upcoming students.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Correctly, exactly. That's why we encourage students to study in Malaysia rather than go to UK or Australia. And then and you can see that the student at the moment, the student population that we have, we do receive about more than 200 countries around the world, including Bangladesh. As you can see that SEGI universities and colleges, we are under 6-star rating, excellent level. And again, you can see this is a partner university that we engage with, that we collaborate with the UK, Australia, and Switzerland. But at the moment, we do have from UK under Universities of Sunderland and Greenwich University. This is most popular student applied for these partner universities. And in US,
sorry for the interruption. Do you offer any courses that has got dual degree options from University of Greenwich in UK? Do you have got any affiliation at this moment or offering any offering any hours to the student from University of Greenwich?
Yes, definitely we offer.
Because Greenwich is a very good university, especially in central London. And in Bangladesh, most of the students come to our doorstep and they ask for the University of Greenwich.
Correct.
So I think that for them, that would be a special advantage. If they do study in Malaysia, especially.
Agree with you. That's why,
University of London, that is also a very good one.
yes, that's why
University of Albany, yeah, that's also a good one. Yeah.
That's why in SEGI universities and colleges, we choose all the partner universities that we have, which is make sure our partner universities in the world ranking and all the program recognized and accepted worldwide. So this is the most important.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, and again, you can see that when the student graduate, they will receive this purely certificate from the partner universities. In
Yes,
the
University of Greenwich certificate.
Correctly. So you can see that there is no written SEGI, there is no written in Malaysia. It's a purely certificate from partner university. So this is the beauty about the partnership that we have in UK or US or Australia. So students, they have two options. Either they wanted to complete 3 years in SEGI, they will receive this purely certificate from the partner universities, or they just complete 2 years in SEGI and we can transfer them final year in partner universities. It's an option for them.
Good option. Very good option.
Correctly. So
Is there any way you can talk something regarding the courses you are currently offering?
Yes. In the slide presentation later on, I will share with you all the program.
Okay, no problem. Go on.
Yeah. So now this is the most important. Student need to know the fee comparison, why they need to study in Malaysia rather than go to UK and so on. So the simple calculation actually, when the students study in UK, they need to spend at least 24,000 US dollar per year tuition fee. With the same partner universities, with the same qualification, they can get in SEGI universities and colleges. They just spend only 7,000 US dollar. So it's a very, very cost effective for them. Okay, when they graduate, they will get the UK certificate.
You're representing.
Correctly. Okay, so clear. This is a cost comparison. Now, if you can see that we have 176 programs that we have, okay, in SEGI universities and colleges. We have 6 campuses available at the moment and 11 partner universities that we have in SEGI universities and colleges. Now, the program offered, we do have under business program, all the major field business program which a student can choose depend on the student qualification. We will advise student accordingly. Starting from business, we have communication program or faculty. We do have technology and innovation program, engineering program. Okay, and recently we have collaboration with University Malaya, the oldest and the largest government universities. We're ranking 53. Okay, for the engineering program. So this is the advantage for those students complete 3 years with us under Sunderland program. Then they can continue another 1 year in University Malaya for the master level program. So this is advantage for the student later on they wanted to study with us. Okay. Now, and again, you can see that what we call that, hold on, yeah, the slide. Okay. Now, beside that, we have again the hospitality and tourism. This is the most popular program. Most of the Bangladeshi students apply with SEGI because why? For the example for hotel management, international tourism, and hospitality management, we will arrange for them for the industrial training. So this is most important. Recently, we have a collaboration with the Switzerland Institute, Hospitality and Tourism Management in Switzerland, whereby that they can continue their degree in Switzerland at the complete diploma level with us.
I have one question.
Yes.
I mean, if any student study at a hospitality course, so I mean, have you scheduled any placement of work or internship opportunities, especially in hospitality sector besides studying? Do you arrange that for the interested student?
Yes. For normally we call that industrial training for final year student diploma level. Okay, we will arrange for them for industrial trainings, maximum 6 months.
Okay, so you arrange for 6 months internship or placement opportunity for the international student who are especially studying at hospitality course, right?
Correctly.
Okay, that's good news. Yes.
Definitely. So I believe that only SEGI College who arranging student for industrial training. So we have more than 200 company link with us under us, which is we can send them for the industrial training. So this is most important that you need. Okay. Beside than that, we do have early childhood education. Okay, and we do have also creative art and design, and also foundation students. Beside then degree, foundations or diploma, we do have what we call that the postgraduate program, MBA, PhD, BA, and also the medical allied science program as well. So this is the student need to know. The main factor now, most of the students they're scared about IELTS or TOEFL. So
Okay.
yeah, so this is the main issue by the student, international students, for these IELTS language and so on. But again, you can see that most all international students they need to have IELTS or TOEFL or equivalents where they wanted to study abroad. No matter, no regardless which country, either in Malaysia or UK, Australia, and so on. Okay, but when they study abroad, they need to have IELTS or TOEFL or others equivalent. So this is the English requirement for those who wanted to apply a different program. Okay, for example, diploma. Okay, from SSC, they need to have IELTS band 5 at least. For degree, they need IELTS band 5. Okay, this is equivalence. The student need to have minimum standard English requirement. So student will ask, if let's say I don't have IELTS, how? Okay. Again, the rules of the MQA and EMJS Malaysia for the visa process, student without IELTS or TOEFL, okay, they still can enter Malaysia. They can still study in the main program after English placement test arranged by us, but within 1 year period before their visa expired, the student need to have the IELTS certificate, TOEFL certificate, or others equivalent certificate, English requirement. It's a compulsory for them, for us to renew their second visa. Okay, in the second year.
So you are saying, so IELTS is important and it is obligatory for everyone, even though they're starting with a placement test in English, they're studying English, but before 1 year expire, they have to sit for IELTS and they have to score a minimum score, which is the requirement of EMGS.
Correctly.
Okay, so there is no way a student can get the exemption of sitting from IELTS. They will have to do it, right? Even though they are applying for diploma course, they are applying for bachelor or master's course, they will have to sit for it anyways.
Okay, the arrangement like this. If let's say student, their high school result from British Council, which is from A level and O level,
Yeah.
that student going to be exempted. No problem, no need IELTS. Okay, clear.
Okay. So for the English medium background student, I mean, who has completed
Correctly.
O levels and A levels, I mean, grade 10 and grade 12, they can study in Malaysia without having any IELTS score. And they will not face any obligations to sit for IELTS even after 1 year, right?
Correctly.
Okay. That's fine.
So for those students from boarding school, international school, which is the English has a medium instructions in their school, so no need to have or not required to have IELTS and TOEFL. Just provide a letter from the school saying that their high school qualification in English medium instruction. That's it.
Okay, so what about the master's students? I mean, postgraduate students. You know, like in Bangladesh, there are several private universities here where the medium of instruction is completely in English.
Correct.
So in that case, if they complete their 4 years of graduation in medium of instruction in English, and if they make their application for any master's course or for MBA, so in that case, is IELTS going to be an obligatory for them?
Yes, as long as student can provide the university's letter saying that the degree program is a medium instruction in English.
So, I mean, will you consider that thing?
Yes.
That is the question. Like most of the students who are coming from the private university, they're having that document. I mean, medium of instruction certificate they're having in their hand. So, are you just going to consider that thing to
Yes.
get the exemption from IELTS score and to get enrolled in master's course.
Correctly exempted.
So, okay, so they do not require IELTS.
Not
Anyway.
required. Yes.
Okay.
Not required.
Okay. That's also a very common question which we usually get. And
Yeah.
that's what I was
As long as student can provide a letter from the universities.
No, they can provide. Anyways, that's a good news, I should say.
Yeah, correctly. So this is a English requirement, which is most of the student confused, but don't worry, we will explain to the students accordingly. Okay. And again, you can see that this is the industrial partner that we have at the moment. We do have more than 2,000 company linkage with us. Okay. And again, in SEGI universities and colleges, we will arrange for them for the career campus or job fair in the final year students, which is they can deposit their resume to the company that we have listed during the fair. So this is accessible for the students to get to know all the companies. If let's say they have what we call that the job vacancies offered. So
Actually, from this slide, I'm just having a question. Like most of the students, they usually ask me like, like when I will finish my post-graduation from Malaysia. So is there any option I can apply for a job and can get some work experience or professional experience? So is there any chances, especially to go for that options?
Yeah, there is no issue. Job placement, there is no issue as long as student graduate with a nice GPA. Nice GPA mean 3.5 and above. Okay. Okay, and then there is an opportunity for them, and there is a proven a lot of our students from Bangladesh. Okay, after the graduate degree or master level, okay, they've been hired by the local company or multinational companies based in Malaysia, such as Apple, such as Dell, HP, and so on. So it depends on the students' performance during the interview or during the industrial training. So this is
okay. So you just mentioned about the CGPA of like 3.5 and above.
Yeah.
So I know like how difficult it is like to maintain that CGPA. But what about the average student? I mean, who are having the CGPA of like around 3 or below 3.5. So what would be the consequence? Don't they get any opportunity like to get the work permit or to make the application for job?
Put it this way, this is nowadays is a competition factors. Okay. Competition factors. If let's say student less than CGPA below 3.5 or below 3.0 and compare 3.5 and above, they came with the same company during the interview session, which student you're going to be hired? Is it below 3.0 or 3.5 and above? So again, as I said to you, the student need to prepare in terms of the communication factors during the interview.
So that's what I was thinking about. Trust me, because even in Bangladesh, definitely a recruiter basically focuses the best CGPA. But still, if any student or if any applicant comes up with a low CGPA, but they have got very good interpersonal skill, they have got very they've got very good quality in terms of saving, in terms of presentation and other stuff. So in most of the cases, they get selected even in the interview, rather than the applicants who are having much CGPA. So, is this scenario going on even in Malaysia even?
Yeah, it's the same because it depends on the student. Student have an option. They will came together with the same company during the interview. So during the interview, I cannot help the student. You also cannot help the student. Student need to prepare themselves fully 100% how they present or how they portray themselves. So up to the student.
So same thing is going on everywhere.
Yeah. So this is common sense. We cannot, you cannot guarantee this student with a high CGPA and the low CGPA they can accept it for the companies.
Yeah. But does SEGI University has got its a career counseling department?
Yes.
Which department basically takes taken care of the students' employment opportunity?
Correctly.
Do you do the counseling to the students?
Yeah, that's why in every year we have what we call the campus job fair.
Wow.
It's open students are welcome to deposit their resume, either student below CGPA or first class students, or no regardless student, they can deposit all the resume. And again, depend on the company during the selected or selection session. So
It's fantastic. So far, it's fantastic.
yeah.
All good news, all good things are coming up from you. So thank you. Go on.
So this is an example for the international student that we have. Recently, they've been hired by these multinational companies in Malaysia after graduation and so on. So this is the advantage for them.
Are these students from film department?
In different faculties, we have hospitalities, we have
Okay.
ITs and so on. So it depends. We open all for the faculties, depend on the fields and so on. Now, again, during this pandemic situation, okay, most of the students will ask, is it the class is going to be running by online or physical? Okay, so for your information, okay, for time being, there is a few countries are restricted to enter Malaysia, which is including Bangladesh. Okay, they are not open yet the border for this particular country student to enter Malaysia, but the students still can joining the online class at the back home, subject on the student visa approved by immigration and EMGS. Then they can join for the online class. In fact, at the moment in Malaysia, the university is not open yet for the physical class. We are running all in online class, either student in Malaysia or either student in their back home countries. So no issue, there is no issue whether you need to go for the physical or you need to do online. Actually same, because we have a system or software whereby that for the online class, we provide Blackboard so-called. This software, we provide all the information, including timetable, libraries, everything, facilities that student can access during the Blackboard. So this is a good opportunity for the students.
Yes, and same thing is going on everywhere, even in
Yeah.
Bangladesh. Like the students are studying online at this moment because most of, almost all the education institutions are shut at this moment due to the pandemic situation. So
Correct.
students are doing classes online.
Yeah.
So and definitely for the international student, there is another opportunity for them. I'm not pretty much sure whether they think about it or not. Like as the foreign universities, especially the foreign universities, are giving opportunity to study online, so they can study from their own country. So they do not, they can actually save money. They can save money in a sense like they are not required to spend up for their livelihood in a foreign national, right?
Correctly.
So that's another thing they need to think about. And from my opinion, like if any student complete 1 or 2 semesters online from Bangladesh, and when they apply for visa, so even though they usually get the priority because of the immigration officer, they basically cross-check like, what is the progress of that particular student while he was studying in Bangladesh, and his score, his progress basically represents his seriousness towards his upcoming study in Malaysia. So it basically give a positive vibe to the immigration officer. That's my opinion. I'm not pretty much sure. How do you comments on it?
Correctly. That's why you have to advise the student for time being better do online and the back home, because they can save a lot. Don't need to pay accommodations and so on and so forth in Malaysia. They don't need to pay the quarantine costs in Malaysia. Just
living expenses. Yeah.
correctly. Just stay at the moment online class in the back home countries. Get the 2 dose vaccinated. Once you get the certificate digital vaccinated, then they can enter Malaysia without do quarantine further. Just go directly in the campus.
Oh, so did you just say that if any student are having like 2 vaccine doses, they can they're not required to do any sort of quarantine?
No.
In hotel. They can join and they can come straight away.
Correctly.
Okay, so but if are you just running all the classes online, or you are you are operating some of your classes offline even?
Now, at the moment, as I said, when the student, because some student they can enter Malaysia, okay, they can enter Malaysia, and then when they enter Malaysia, at the moment, all class will be online.
Okay.
Online, not physical yet. That's why I asked the student, don't come first, because it's the same factor. If let's say you enter Malaysia, you need to pay the accommodation.
Yes.
So
Okay, I got it.
let them to do online study first. When the borders or all these pandemic back to normal, then they can enter to join for the physical class. So there's no issues for that. And then again, the end of the day is up to the student. But students seem like I need to go to Malaysia faster. I don't care about there is online class or physical class as long as I can enter Malaysia. So this is some student view, but we can advise the student accordingly from time to time. Okay, so this is the arrangement that we normally we advise the student accordingly before they enter Malaysia, even though the visa is already approved or not.
Got it. It's clear. It's clear. So now the slide is like it's saying about like you are offering scholarship to
Okay.
your friends.
Yeah, during this pandemic COVID-19, we do have a scholarship up to 20% scholarship. This 20% scholarship for first year tuition fee only offered for diploma and degree level only.
Okay.
Okay, so this is automatically offered. The scholarship will be given on the student achiever an average 60%. Okay, from SSC or HSC from Bangladesh. Okay, as long as they're 60% and above, they will get automatically scholarship by SEGI.
I mean, this 20% scholarship you're saying.
Yes, 20%.
Okay, so I mean, you just say that if any student from Bangladesh are having at least 60% of mark in their SSC, I mean, grade 10 and grade 12, then they will be able to avail this 20% scholarship, right?
Correctly.
Okay, and this scholarship is for a year, just for the first year.
Just for first year tuition fee only.
Okay, but is there any option like if any student can retain his CGPA, I mean, in a good way, I mean, if he can score like more than 3.5, so is there any option he can avail some more scholarship from the university itself?
At the moment, no. But if let's say our partner universities in UK, normally they're looking for the final year student who wanted to study with them final year in UK, they will given full scholarship. But make sure the CGPA 3.5 and above, we will arrange. If let's say there is any offer scholarship from the partner universities, normally we will update our student from time to time. So the student can apply for that.
Okay.
Clear, yeah?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, good. So in terms of the processes and everything, if let's say there is a student interested to study with SEGI universities, we will advise students to contact our global migration solutions in Dhaka, Bangladesh. You can see Mr. Simoy Saha, which is our trusted agent, so-called the business partner strategist in Bangladesh. Okay, you can.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
Thank
can.
you for the good work.
No problem.
Carry on, please.
You can contact them all these for in terms of the application process and so on. The application process simple. After done assessment, okay, student need to send to us the application registration and EMGS fee, which is a total about $790 US. Then we can start process for the official offer letters and also the visa process. Okay, I think that's it. My slide presentation. Okay, sir, I hand over back to you. If let's say you have any question.
Actually, I mean, you presented so well that I didn't even get chance like to get some confusion. Trust me, even though you have covered most of the things which I was about to ask you. So as you have already covered everything, so there is no point like I can ask you any question at this moment. I don't have any. But to be honest, I will think of your offers. I mean, which you have presented in this Zoom session. I will think about it. Definitely in my free time, I will try to get some questions, even though in my dream, so that I can place you back. Okay.
No problem.
But trust me, to be honest, the presentation you have given is really amazing. And even though there are so many issues for which I was not even concerned, but now from this presentation, I've got so many ideas. And honestly speaking, like when any student basically comes to our doorstep to know about Malaysia, we try our best to genuinely, I mean, to counsel them with the appropriate information. Because, you know, like we have got all the slides, we have got all the price structures with us. So whenever any student comes to our doorstep, we, I mean, show the price structure to the student. And usually students are getting more the students are getting more very familiar with the Malaysian education system. So I think that they as soon as the pandemic goes over, then we'll get more queries, and definitely we'll place those query to you so that we can get the appropriate counseling for them. Okay. And any more question from your end, even?
Okay. As for now, we do have final intake, which is September. This is the final intake for the year 2021, which is the student for those interested already complete SSC and HSC. They can apply starting from now, which is we can process for the visa on time. Okay, and since the final intake for 2021 on September, next intake will be open February 2022. So this is the best for you to get or to recruit more students. Or
The international students are having that options to apply for September intake yet, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay. So September, then the upcoming January for 2022 intake.
Correct.
So yes, we are delivering that message. And do you have any idea like when the Malaysian government may open up the border for the international student? Any idea? I'm pretty much sure that no one can actually make that prediction, but still I'm just asking if you have got any slide.
Okay. According for the latest issues, 80% Malaysian populations already got two vaccinated. Okay, 2 doses vaccinated, and then probably the border will be opened back on 1st of December 2021. But depend on the country's
Situation.
Countries they can enter. Yeah. So this one, this we will update to you and we inform the student accordingly from time to time. Okay. For time being, we don't have exactly date when the borders open back. Yeah.
Yes, I know, but still we pray to God, like we want actually this situation gets over, because it's almost been like 2 years we are just passing the same thing. Pandemic, COVID is everywhere, so we want that these things get over, trust me. And we are optimistic that we'll be recovering this pandemic very soon.
Correctly.
Anyways, so actually, I would like to thank you very much actually for your valuable time. The explanation you have given to me, that's really very informative. And I will try our best like to pass this information to our counselors, even from myself, so that I can start like counseling to the students, upcoming students who usually come to our doorstep with the study opportunity in Malaysia. I will definitely pass this to them. And even though if you have got any queries regarding our company or anything, even the the student interest of a Bangladeshi local student, please do not hesitate to call me back straight away or to email back to us so that we can clarify the situation of here. Okay.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And have a nice day and have a nice time.
Thank you.